All right, everybody, welcome to Average Joe Sports Talk. We are about to knock out our weekly college football review. Preview. We just did our Syracuse Notre Dame preview breakdown of that game in depth. Now, not a lot on the slate this week, but there is some games that's relatively close that we're going to go ahead and hit on, and we're going to go ahead and start it off with Liberty at Auburn. I think that's a pretty close game. Auburn coming in as a slight favorite in this game. What do you see in that game, Josh?
This game's being played at Auburn.
Yes.
I think that will give them an edge, and I like Auburn in a close one.
Kevin?
Say Auburn by 10 points, 27-17.
Right on.
Not so fast, my friend.
Double click, not so fast, my friend.
The Liberty Flames are going to come in to Auburn and go down. 17-10 Auburn.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you were going. I could see it
Yeah.
Liberty in a straight up upset.
in a close one. Yes.
It wouldn't be that big of an upset because here's my thing: what is Auburn playing for?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They're playing for absolutely nothing. They got Alabama on the horizon, and after last week when they got embarrassed, there's no way he can get them up this week. And I know a lot of people around the nation, or at least in this state, would be watching this like, these dudes are idiots. But those same people in the halfway through the third quarter this weekend is going to be like, I'm tired of watching him, man. He's got to be fired. Same people are going to be saying the same thing. So when we say this, we're not even joking. We're going to lead off with this just because there's not a lot to talk about. But Liberty being a fourth
I
quarter
picture
game.
this being a
Liberty
really
being a
good-
fourth quarter game. The only thing that's going to save Auburn is they got a pretty solid defense, and they're going to out-athlete Liberty.
Now Liberty has got some athletes. They whooped up on Old Dominion, the same Old Dominion that beat Virginia Tech.
I give you that. But on the road at Auburn, I think Auburn's athletes eventually wear them down, but it will be in the second half. Auburn's going to win this game 27-17, 27-14.
Man, y'all just ain't giving Auburn no credit, are we?
Well, we're giving them the credit that they've earned.
They have not earned much, but I think you see a lot of the backup quarterback this Saturday, and
Malik
Auburn.
Willis.
Yeah, Malik Willis. Auburn's defense is still good. I mean, they're number one in the country inside of 20.
But what are they playing for?
They're not playing for nothing, but them young guys that
And that
everybody
game on the
talks
horizon.
about.
They're playing for the future.
Yeah, that's exactly
The
right.
Birmingham Bowl.
Yeah, and I
that
see a
game
lot
on the
of these.
horizon, though.
I promise you, we're talking about Coach Woods at Coosa Christian giving them a speech. I guarantee you, Coach Malzahn is not saying he's never given a speech like that in his life.
He just walks down the sideline saying he's going to get
Here's your
fired.
gusher.
Are we looking at an Auburn-Jacksonville State type game again?
I don't think it's going to be that to where Auburn's really about to lose.
Liberty's good.
But I do, well, here's the way I view it. Auburn's ranked up until last week. They were ranked and then back out. Now, they're at home. I just honestly think that Auburn has nothing to play for with Alabama on the rise, and they just got throttled in front of the nation. In the third, halfway through the third, I look at every Auburn fan watching the game and like, he's got to go. This is crap. This is Liberty. We're going to get killed next week. That's going to be what every Auburn fan says.
I'm
That
not
being
gonna
said,
get
this is
fired.
not going to be, this is not going to be, I mean, give me your final score.
28-7 Auburn.
Okay, that's fine. They still wouldn't cover with that.
What's the line?
It's 23 and a half.
Nine.
29, yeah. They still wouldn't cover.
No, they're not.
So everybody in there agrees.
I don't think they'll cover.
This next game, I'm telling you, this next game is very intriguing. If the stage ain't too big, Texas A&M in College Station minus 15 versus UAB, who just clinched last week. Kevin, lead us off.
You sure?
Lead us off.
As a former student of Bill Clark, well, not really student, I had him for study hall, which I barely passed that. I'm going to say UAB with the upset 20-17 in overtime.
I like where your head's at. Pass it to Reginald.
I'm also going to go with UAB, 24-10. Bill Clark's got them on the right track, and they're hot right now. And I think they're probably the second best team in the state.
I can't do an official click. I'm gonna give Texas A&M the nod on the win, but they're gonna be scared to death in the second half of this football game. Had this game been at a neutral site or in Birmingham, I might would pick UAB with a straight up upset. I still think Kelly Mond and them's a little too much for Bill Clark right now. But let me say this: if you took Jimbo and put him on UAB, and you took Bill Clark and put him on Texas A&M, I think Texas A&M wins this game 35-7. You need a pen?
No, I don't need a pen. As bad as I want to pick UAB, it's still the SEC versus Conference USA. I don't think Texas A&M covers. I can see it being pretty close, 28-14. I'm assuming what's the line?
15.
Yeah, 20-14, something like that.
Actual?
I want to pick UAB so bad. I think they've got one of the best defenses in the country. They're holding opponents to 12 points a game. With that being said, I think the stage is a little bit too big for the players right now. I mean, this is a team that was literally dead 2 years ago.
Yeah. That's
So, Bill Clark has done an amazing job. I hope he stays there for a while and gets this program built back up. But I think for the players, it's a little bit too big. That's Kyle Field's a hard place to play.
12th man.
Yeah. I think the crowd plays a factor into it. I don't think Texas A&M will cover, but I think they'll come out with a win.
Now, before we move on, I'm going to ask you one question about that. Just touching on what you just said, UAB, the stage is a little too big at the moment. Now, let me ask you a question. Would this be, and I know it's not a moral victory thing, but I think if UAB goes up there and shows well, I think that's going to still vote confidence in the administration, in the team. If they go up there and it's a fourth quarter game and it's a dogfight, I still think that's a building block for UAB at this point. Now, if they've been established for years, and look, let's just call it what it is, and we're digging a little bit too deep into this game, but let's just say this: his ultimate goal is to make them the Boise State of the South.
And he's well on his way there.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I love Jimbo Fisher. I think Jimbo Fisher's a top 5 coach in the nation. But if I had a program that's completely dead with no pulse right now, I don't know of anybody I'd rather bring in than Bill Clark. And that includes Nick Saban for one reason.
Right.
Nick Saban's never been in that situation. This guy literally took a program
Yeah.
that was no pulse,
Flatlined.
0 pulse, with no history prior of substantial history, and brought it back to where they're at.
Rewind the clock back just a little bit. This game, I think, is real personal for Bill Clark because when Neil Callaway got fired, they brought in one guy that they offered Jimbo Fisher the job, but he turned it down. And they hired Bill Clark, and then he's there 1 year and they shut the program down.
Yep.
But Little Bear Jr. wanted Fisher, or actually, I don't think he wanted Fisher because of the money. They brought in Bill Clark, and the program got shut down. Well, it got brought back. So, to me, I think this is a what's the word I'm looking for? Not cornerstone win, but what's the word that they use for signature? I think it's been a very big signature win.
I think it'd be benchmark.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than signature.
Now, is this the best UAB team they've ever had? Y'all believe that?
I'd say right now.
My cousin played on some good teams back
There's
then.
been
I
some
don't
good
remember.
ones.
Yeah.
The UAB
But
defense.
this is kind of his chance to kind of
Well, they're conference champs.
Yeah.
Right. So
Well, they
win their division.
Yeah, their vision.
Now, it wouldn't shock me if they go into Kyle Field and upset Texas A&M.
No, I wouldn't be shocked at
real
all.
because their defense is SEC caliber.
They're going to
But-
make Kelly Mond look
and
ugly.
I'm not. This is nothing against UAB. I think this is a different team because in past, whenever UAB's in big, because I followed them ever since they started the program, and every time they've been in the spotlight, they've blown it.
Yep.
But this time, this team is different. They got blown out the second loss of the year by Charleston or Charlotte or somebody. But I think this team has gotten better over the course of time, and especially like you said, the defense. This is the difference in this team and others in the past because their defense they're top notch.
And then remember this now, you got Thomas Johnson and his brother that's a quarterback, the one that quarterback He was Mr. Football in Alabama. Thomas Johnson went to UAB over the likes of Ole Miss and Auburn and Arkansas, and he's leading this defense. And the kid is legit at
They got
linebacker.
4-star players when they were dead and
Yes.
they just sit out
Yes.
a year of football.
Yes.
3 or 4 4-star players.
Let's just say this. Texas A&M, they won last week, right?
Yeah.
They beat
Ole
Ole
Miss,
Miss.
yeah.
But that was a close game. Look at the second half, especially the fourth quarter of that Auburn game. Auburn had no business winning that game.
Yeah.
So where is Jimbo Fisher's head at? Where is that team at
The conditioning.
as a team? For them, they should have beat up Ole Miss pretty good, but they didn't. Ole Miss hung in there.
Ole Miss is one of those teams. I mean, Alabama broke their back,
Yeah.
period, early, and that was it. But Ole Miss is one of those teams that just keeps coming.
Like a
It's just
thorn.
like you gotta knock them out.
Yeah.
You better not overlook UAB. Texas
No,
A&M.
Yeah.
No, you better not. And I wouldn't bet money on that game
No.
anyway. Now, let's dig into. We're going to do 2 more. Okay, let's do 2 more games. Let's rapid fire on this one. Michigan State, Nebraska.
Woo, 21-17 Michigan State.
35-10 Michigan State.
31-17 Michigan State.
24-13 Michigan State.
28-24 Nebraska.
You like Scott Frazier. Frost, whatever.
Scott Frost. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Frost.
Last game shutting it down. West Virginia -5 versus Okie State.
That's a ridiculous line. I mean, when you start 5 points and you're looking at an over/under of what, 120?
What is the over under that game?
What's the problem?
I could easily see this being a 60-52 game.
Yeah. I'm sure Oklahoma State still.
When you start getting up into that high of an over, I think 5 is ridiculous. I would have put this around 10. So I think West Virginia will win. Let's just say 48-38.
Did you say 48-38?
Yeah.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go. I think Oklahoma State has had their bubble buster of the year.
This is at Bedlam, correct?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. I don't know. Oklahoma State plays good at Bedlam when they're beating on the wall.
And this is a 2:30 game.
Yeah, prime time, 2:30
Boone
game.
Pickens Stadium.
Again, here's another game like we had earlier with somebody getting knocked out that's getting playoff talk. I'm going to go Oklahoma State 35-31.
Going West Virginia 42-35.
Is this at Bedlam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Boone Pickens Stadium?
Last time I picked Oklahoma
Yeah,
State, they beat
Michigan
Texas 2 weeks ago. I watched them play Oklahoma last week. They should have won that game. And I think they missed the extra point, and they tried to go for 2 at the end, couldn't catch back up, and that's why they lost by 1 point. Like I said, it's going to be cold as the devil there, as a mother-in-law's love is like I used to say. And Bedlam there, and they always do well out there, and so they'll fight mullets.
Straight up?
38-34.
Straight up in the code.
Straight up in the
And the
cold.
reason they went for 2 last week was because
He
Mullet.
asked him.
Yeah, Mullet
Yeah,
said they
I-
could not stop Kyler Murray
Yeah.
if they went to overtime.
Y'all want to go win this game?
Yeah.
Win it.
All right.
I like that.
The former Florida Gator quarterback, Will Greer, will put up 45 in this game. Bedlam will put up 41. West Virginia, 45. Bedlam, the whole town, beating on the walls, the whole 9. The 5-5 Oklahoma State Cowboys, 41.
Go with the over.
What
Did you ever
would
find
that
out what the over was?
be? Don't know what the over is, but I can guarantee you it's up in the 70s metal. We're shutting it down. We're just shutting this video down. Guys, anybody else got anything to say about college football this week? It's one of those everybody's going to say, there's not a lot of whatever on the table, but there is.
Just study there's some tricky games out there.
Mm-hmm.
Study up, find them.
UAB, Texas A&M.
Have a quick channel changer finger.
Shout out to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. They clinched the 5th. My cousin's a linebacker for Jacksonville State. Well, I guess defensive end now. He's been there 4 years plus the red shirt, which is 5 years. He's got 5 rings.
Wow,
Nice.
that's amazing there.
JSU.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And before we shut this down, I'm fixing to find that over
Over.
because I know that we all want to know, and you on that camera. So let's find this right quick.
Let's find this out.
We're gonna find it because it's got to be high, and they ain't even gonna post it. It don't look like they just got the spreads. Come on, somebody find it. Come on, let's go.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
UAB is plus 16.5 now. By the way,
It's moved.
yeah, and it's still a 5-point line with West Virginia and Oklahoma State. There's no over and under out there yet, but I'm gonna say it's got to be in the 80s, guys. It's got to be.
And if it's not in the 80s, take the over.
Yeah, and if it's above 80, take the under because I don't see them scoring 50 and 50.
The over-under COA.
76.
Wow, I'm going over.
I'm going over.
76. Over and under 76. Guys, shutting it down. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the bell for the notifications when the new videos drop. This is Average Joe Sports Talk College Football Preview. We are out.